Hello everybody, this is Skyflight44, aka Zect44, and today I'm going to be doing two videos for Leisure Play on my look at Burnout 2, Point of Impact Director's, or not really Director's Cut, but Developer's Cut on the Xbox. I just got this game today, and I actually went through three videos that kind of had an audio failure. After I got all of them done. And, well, yeah, well, I still do want to show this game off. It's actually really interesting. I'm just going to show you in the records, but the game isn't all that long. It's 79 gold medals you can actually win. So it's pretty much like, just think 40 actual races that you actually can do. And I believe championships also are included in that. So, like a championship of 3, you're going to win 3 gold medals if you actually get first in all of them. And there's only 30 actual crash events in this game, crash junctions. However, the Burnout 2, the regular Burnout 2, doesn't actually have it doesn't actually have the 30 crash junctions that the Xbox version actually does. The GameCube and PS2 version only have 15, and this is the entire reason I actually wanted to go and find the version on the Xbox, and I actually got it. It's actually quite a lot of fun. I'm just going to be going and doing a couple of events just to have a little bit of fun. For the most part, I'm only using the roaster, but it's quite good. The entire reason why I didn't actually get this game originally was because we went from Burnout 1 to 3. 1, while it didn't have too big of an impact on us, 3 definitely did. And 3, as you already know, is amazing. And after hearing that, and seeing that 2 was actually a bit more like, well, 1 than it was 3, it kind of made me not really want to go and get the game as much as, well, like, getting Revenge would have, well, Revenge was just, the better buy in general. But getting something that was more like Burnout 3, like Burnout Revenge or Burnout Legends, was something I would have actually wanted to do. Not so much actually going and getting something like Burnout 2. Though this game is something I knew was better on the Xbox, so I actually went and I was always trying to go and buy this game on the Xbox. When I actually eventually did go and get it, the game is actually quite fun. The crash junctions aren't as good as what they would become in Burnout 3 and Revenge. The regular game is very much like the first game, except a bit better. A lot of the tracks, well, there's actually technically 15 tracks in the game. 6 of them actually made it into Burnout Legends, so a lot of these places you can actually remember from Burnout Legends if you ever played that game. Now this is the Xbox version. It actually looks to be very clean. Oh shit! I let go of the A button. It does have the entire Burnout system that Dominator uses, and the fact that Dominator was actually a combination of the two, but in the original Burnout and in Burnout 2, you couldn't actually go and use boost whenever you wanted to. You actually had to go and gain enough boost to actually be able to do the Burnout, and basically, have full boost, go and use it all. If you actually do enough dangerous things while you actually boosting, you can actually go and be able to go and get the second thing of boost, in which you'll do Burnout and shit. But you can't actually go and use boost whenever you want. Granted, This came before Burnout 3. Oh crap. So I'm not actually going to be too critical of the game itself. For just 3 and Revenge just being better and all, and making innovations. But Dominator still isn't as good. Though I'm actually gonna have to restart this race. Oh damn it. Oh well, that crash really screwed me. But this game, the actual controls, very, very, very good actually. The it doesn't feel as fast. It's nowhere near as fast paced as Burnout 3 and Revenge, then Paradise and Dominator, to be honest. But the actual game itself is actually quite fun, just because the control is spot on. It's really good. Granted, I am in the Roadster, which actually is quite honestly is very, very easy to control vehicle. But I'm having no trouble in actually using it. The visuals are very, very clean. Granted, I am playing this on an actual standard definition TV instead of the HD TV that I generally play my PS2 games on. My PS2, my PS3, I just hooked up the N64 to my HD TV, but I don't have room in there for all my systems, so my standard definition TV has my has my Wii and my Xbox attached to it. Now, if you know me, I really haven't done too much with an Xbox before. I haven't given the Xbox too much of a chance, to be honest, mainly because I've been spending too much time trying to build up my PS2 collection. But because I'm not able to actually go, it's just more cost effective to, instead of going to that convention, just go stay home and go buy things off of Amazon. I just went, bought like a lot of shit off of Amazon, and so I spent most of my time while I did go and buy some new PSP games, because that's exactly what I've been doing for quite a long time. I also bought some DS games because my PSP games library is actually like twice as large as my DS and 3DS library combined, which is strange since I've only had my PSP for a lot less time. But I spent, other than getting like 2 more DDR games, I spent a lot of my money actually going and buying some more games for my GameCube. And while I also thought to go and buy some Xbox games. One of the games I actually bought was this game. Not to mention, I also got a couple other ones like Jade Empire, Morrowind, Game of the Year Edition. By far my favorite Xbox game that I've played yet. I really haven't. I never played Knights of the Old Republic on the actual Xbox. I only ever played it on the PC, so I don't really think of that as like an Xbox game. Well, I mainly just played Morrowind on the Xbox, so I've bought like 7 different Xbox games, like this game, Jade Empire, Midtown Madness 3, The Legacy of Kain, Defiance, Dead or Alive Volleyball, just as a joke, because I actually like volleyball, and that will be interesting to show some of my friends. But other than that, Morrowind, Blood Rain. Blood Rain was actually one of the games I didn't actually go. I continuously just didn't go and get. Actually, this looks to be like an amazing car. I'm gonna go with this one. This one looks nice, but Actually, there was one more game that I can't think of at the moment, but I got 7 Xbox games. I'm probably going to. I hope they actually get me into wanting to play the Xbox. The fact that because you can actually, go and choose all of your cars. I don't know how they got that burst of speed. I have to go and find out how to do that. But oh, this thing doesn't handle nearly as good as the Roadster. I might just go back to that. But I've been really my GameCube selection. My library is kind of sucky. It's one of the reasons why I was really trying to go and gain a lot more GameCube games more than anything else. But my Xbox collection, I go back and play my GameCube games. I don't touch that Xbox until like today. Oh, cool. Quite far. Actually, holy crap, I'm 4.5 seconds ahead of him, just after one burnout. Oh yeah, now I remember this actual track. This track was in Burnout Legends, or no, not necessarily this track, but oh crap, I should have actually stayed on that boost, but another actual track, very, very much like this one, is probably in Burnout Legends. This actually was in the, this track was actually, or part of this track was actually used in the actual, like, Burnout 101 events that you actually had to go through. It was like the driver's ed events. It wasn't too bad. I think it forced it on you too. It wasn't all that bad. But this game's actually, like I said before, is actually pretty short. But it actually has like weather effects into it. The graphics are actually very, very clean. I very, very like. I do like that. There's actually quite a lot of tracks for how short the single player campaign actually is. Like 15 plus 15, another 15 for the reversed. A couple of actual what was it called? Just go and do. Wait. Oh shit! This is actually 5. Yeah, I'm not going to go and try that just yet, because I don't want this actual video going on for too long. But, this game actually does have quite a lot of content you can actually go and do for how long the game actually goes on for. Not to mention, there's like 14 cars or something in this game. It's actually quite an interesting game. Not to mention the actual pursuit that's in Legends, which, to be honest, doesn't, in my opinion, doesn't actually work all that well with Burnout 3 kind of physics and gameplay, but it really does work with this. It really does actually go and work with the Burnout 2 physics. It works actually fairly well. I actually do like Pursuit in this one, but not in Legends. Gonna get you. Must beat down. You just have to go and hit him a certain amount of times. It's like they kept that for Legends, but how you actually move from Burnout 3 and onwards is a bit more chaotic, which actually makes going and doing this kind of hard. Come on, boost. Ah, crap, I crashed. I need to go and hit the guy 3 more times. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna be able to do this. I'm gonna have to restart it. But it's actually a pretty cool game. It just feels nice. That's the big thing about it. It looks nice, feels nice. The music's actually really good. I have very, very few problems with it, other than the fact that it's kind of short. Damn it. Gonna have to restart it. Oh well. The game is actually quite a lot of fun. I'm not gonna say it's I'm not gonna say it's my favorite Burnout game. That's still 3, and then Revenge. But I definitely prefer this game over Burnout 1, and I think I might actually prefer it over Burnout Dominator. Though I'm really gonna have to try both of them out on the same day to really be able to say that. I will say that if I actually do start to play my Xbox, this will be one of those games I actually pop in daily if I actually start playing it. Overall, I am going to say it is one of those games you would actually want to go and buy. But if you can, you do have the Xbox version, do go and get the Xbox version, because it has 15 more crash junctions, it has double the crash junctions, and it also has 14, no, well, not 14, 21 skins. Oh crap, good thing I wasn't boosting there. 24 custom skins that will, change how the cars actually look, which is, pretty cool. Originally, when this game came out, it also had online capability, which was, well, wonderful if you actually liked going online with these types of games. Me, I'm not the online type of person. Okay, let's see if we can actually get up there without having to rely on the boost. And no, I think we're actually going to have to rely on the boost. Oh, no. The big thing about Pursuit and Legends is the fact that you do actually have to go and hit them a certain amount of times. But how they actually... just the fact that it's so much harder to actually get close and then hit somebody. It's just so much harder in Legends to actually be able to do that. Just because it's kind of difficult at the speed you're going to do all this. Okay, let's see. We unlocked the classic. That's good. Yeah, I really can't do that. That would go on for way too long. The acceleration on classic isn't all that great. But, oh well, let's actually go back to the Roadster. I really do enjoy using the Roadster. Let's actually go and use a different actual color. The silver, fine. Let's see. Can go and do... let's go do Big Surf Shores. This was actually in Burnout Legends. It was actually one of the tracks that I didn't necessarily like too much in Burnout Legends, just because of how the physics worked, and how the physics worked in Burnout 3 and Revenge. You could actually go and kind of coast on the wall a bit, quite a lot actually, but in this game you really can't do that. And the fact that you're actually going much slower than you would actually be going in, Burnout Legends, kind of makes it so that you're kind of hitting the wall a lot more in that game. But you can't actually go And like on the Burnout 3 tracks, you could actually go and coast on the walls, but a lot of the actual edges of the track, a lot of the actual what would have been the walls, have all of these indents in them that you can actually go and crash into. Now, the actual cars in this game handle a lot better than they do in Burnout 3 and Revenge. It feels a lot easier to control them. But in a lot of these places, like a lot of those areas right there, I could just, crash into right there into that fence. I would be able to crash into. It's not necessarily a bad thing in this game, but in Legends, that kind of it's more of an obstacle in Legends where you wouldn't have a lot of those actual track designs in the Burnout 3 stages. One of my only nitpicks with the actual tracks in Burnout Legends when it comes to the Burnout 2 stages. Now, one of the interesting things that actually happens when you're in the Burnout, boosting mode, you can actually, the music actually increases in volume, and it's actually pretty cool. Now, I forgot who the actual composer actually was, but because I just kind of looked it up not too long ago. But the actual composer did a really nice job with the actual music in this game. It is one of the big things I actually like about this game, other than the but one of the things I like about a good Burnout game is a good soundtrack, and this game definitely is. I'm enjoying it. Actually, more than any other racing game, I'll say I pay attention to the actual soundtracks in the Burnout games quite a bit. Mainly just because the Burnout 3 soundtrack was awesome, and Burnout Revenge's soundtrack was actually really, really good. Not to mention, because of that, Legends also had a pretty good soundtrack. It's just that while I would have to go and listen to Paradise's one again, I didn't necessarily hate it, but it wasn't my favorite. But I don't really remember anything in Dominator's actual soundtrack. Oh crap, I can't believe I actually got to 11 Burnout chain. Yeah, I'm not going to get it to another one. Yep. Oh, so close. I nearly got to past an 11 chain. This game's actually quite a lot of fun. Again, if you haven't gotten it, it's quite easy to get on like Amazon. Not to mention, it's on the Xbox, it's on the PS2, it's on the GameCube. If you own a Wii, you can actually go and get this game. Though, I will say that the Xbox version is technically the definitive version. Though the GameCube version probably isn't all that bad either, because of the actual loading times in the Xbox version are really, really quick. Actually, I'm gonna. Oh, shit. The crashing's actually nice. It's not as good as the later games, but it's pretty nice in this game. But the loading times in this game, on the Xbox version at least, are actually really, really short. Considering I've played 3 and Revenge on the PS2, and I know for a fact that some of those actual loading times can go up to 20 seconds long. It's very, very, cool to see like 3-second loading times. Not to mention the actual PSP games loading times weren't the best. Oh, this music's pretty good. This entire game just feels polished to me. That was the one thing I didn't get out of Dominator. Not to mention the soundtrack was one of the big reasons why that game wasn't my favorite. The freezing was another reason why I didn't think that game was all that great. But it shouldn't be a coincidence that both versions of the game I've played both froze on me. And the game's the disc is fine. There's barely any scratches on it. Why would that game ever? Oh, that was really bad. The game just kind of opened me up into a very bad position. Oh well. The game's good. I'm actually going to be playing this game. Not soon, but as a leadership play, I'm probably going to go into this game a little bit. Oh, no, I'm not going to be restarting that. Well, see ya, everybody.